Working remotely has opened up so many opportunities, like saving gas money on commuting to work, also saving the headache and the stress with dealing with morning traffic, and even getting some extra sleep by rolling out of bed a couple minutes before your shift starts. But the main and the most important thing that remote work or working from home has started is the opportunity to work from wherever the heck you want. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video, and how you can take your home setup or your home office into a nice portable way and take it into any Airbnb or place that you are going to for a couple weeks, a couple months, or a year. What's up, peeps? Welcome to the Ethnic Traveler, where we talk about everything that has to do with traveling, teaching online, and vlogs about my life as an online teacher. So in this video, we're getting right into how we can set up our online or virtual classroom or workspace while we're traveling. And step number one is to definitely find a comfy spot. Okay, most likely you're going to be staying at an Airbnb, a hotel, or possibly with someone maybe in a commuting area or in a hostel. Some people like to just book a place wherever they'd like and then go to a co-working space, and that's great. But for all of my online teachers out there, we can't do this because we, as you know, we have to teach and we have to talk. So we can't do that at a co-working space. A couple things to look for when finding your comfortable working spot is to find if the listing has a desk, or if your location or accommodation has some type of area where you can, set your laptop, kind of put your mouse and your keyboard, everything together, and just have like a little desk area or a nice table with a chair that you can sit for long periods of time. Obviously, a given is to make sure that it's quiet and that there is not a lot of noise, because then that interrupts your class and can distract your students, or if you're having a meeting, it can distract people in your meeting while you're talking and things like that. I guess if you don't have a way to avoid the noise, I would definitely recommend getting some noise canceling headphones. I use one from a company called Aftershocks. They are the best. They are bone conduction headphones, and they don't go over my ear or in my ears. They go right here in front of my ears. It is the best thing ever, and I highly recommend it. And if you're interested in it, I have a link in the description below for you to check it out and see yourself, and then purchase it if it works for you. The second most important thing to worry about when organizing or setting up your online virtual space is to make sure your internet speeds are good. So to avoid this from happening, you should definitely reach out to your Airbnb host before arriving to your accommodation. Tell them, listen, I work remotely. Everyone knows how that works now. We're living in a time that a lot of people work remotely and they're digital nomads all over the place. So as soon as you tell them I rely on the internet for my job, they will get it together if they don't have good internet, and they will probably upgrade just for maybe you're staying or for other people, or they will tell you, no, my internet is good, okay? And many people will say that. Probably most of your hosts will say that their internet is good. So what I used to do is I would ask for a screenshot of their test results. So I would use this website called speedtest.net. I would send them the link, and then I will have them go on there, test their internet, and then send me a screenshot. If you've done these steps and then you arrive to your accommodation and your internet still sucks, then what I would suggest is to find a co-working space nearby. I would ask your host to see if they recommend any, or just look for some on Google and see which one works for you. And if for some reason your host does not want to upgrade, if for some reason maybe you can't find a co-working space and everything is just going wrong, what I would suggest is to definitely carry a portable hotspot or router with you, which leads me to my third step. It's basically to bring a backup. Always have a backup. So the good thing about it is that depending on your company or wherever you're working with, or whoever you're working with, they're pretty understanding. And if you tell them, hey, my power went out, I'm kind of just here, whatever, I'm trying, they'll pretty much just say, okay, try your best to connect, okay? And that's when your portable hotspot will come in. So when things are out of your control, you just have to try your best to insert your backup plans to try to keep you there and show people that you're trying your best to connect. And the final step to creating your digital or traveling workspace is to have a virtual background. This is so important because wherever you are going or wherever your accommodation is, sometimes you don't have time to set up your bed or clean up behind you, and you just have to log on, start your class or get on a meeting. You don't have time for that. So popping in a virtual background is key because it will look nice and clean depending on the picture or the background you choose, and it would just cover up the mess, and that's what is important. Another reason why you should have a virtual background is if for some reason the company you're working with or the schools you're teaching in don't allow you to travel outside of the US or something like that. Luckily, lots of video conferencing platforms like Zoom or Google Meets, they all have built-in virtual backgrounds, but most of the time they look really ugly and janky because they have like these weird spots coming. If you have curly hair like me, they don't really outline your hair as much, and then if your lighting is all over the place, it just looks a hot mess. So what I would recommend is definitely investing into a specific virtual classroom software that helps you with creating a really nice virtual background. And that platform is ManyCam, and it's a great way to really take your lessons, your meetings, your classroom, everything to the next level. And if you want to know more about ManyCam, definitely check out this video here because it will help you take the next step of creating your digital workspace while you're traveling.